God says, your miracle will be revealed in 5 minutes after you see this secret. It is only for you. But very bad news will come to your house tonight if you skip this message. Open this message quickly before it's too late. If your heart feels heavy, if you've been silently battling something that no one sees, I want you to stay close to this message. There is something hidden in these words meant only for you, and what you're about to receive can change everything in your life. What you are going through is not random. This moment was written. It is not an accident that your eyes landed here. I have been watching you in the silence. I have seen how many times you broke down and still wiped your tears and kept moving. Type 2323 if you agree. Every time you were tempted to give up, something deep inside you said, wait, maybe one more day. That voice was me. That tug in your heart, that flicker of hope that refused to be put out, yes, that was me breathing strength into you when you thought you had nothing left. There has been a hidden door in your life that the enemy tried to keep you from. But I am unlocking it now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. That's why the message feels urgent. Because heaven is moving for you as you read this. What others thought was the end of your story is about to become the chapter that introduces your miracle. I do not speak without reason. This is not to scare you. It is to wake you up. This is not just about missing an opportunity. This is about avoiding something that was meant to destroy you, delay you, or break you. If you close your heart to this, the darkness waiting outside will try to enter, but if you stay with me, nothing can cross the line I draw around you. You have wondered why the warfare in your life intensified the moment you decided to trust me more. That is not a coincidence. It is because you were getting close to something the enemy never wanted you to see. But the hidden truth is this: what was meant to break you is going to bless you. What was meant to silence you is going to launch you. And what was meant to be your downfall will become your deliverance. I do not allow pain without purpose. Everything you lost is about to return multiplied, restored, and reimagined. Type Amen if you believe. When they counted you out, I was counting every tear. When you were being overlooked, I was preparing something too big to be ignored. You felt abandoned by people, but you were being hidden by me. What they thought was weakness, I knew was strength. I saw you stay faithful when it would have been easier to turn bitter. I saw you speak kindly when others were throwing stones. And I saw you choose to forgive when you had every reason to walk away. You have passed tests no one saw. You have endured storms that tried to crush your spirit. Now, you are standing at the edge of something sacred. This is not just a blessing. This is a shift. This is me handing you what was once out of reach. That sickness that refused to leave, that lack that kept returning, that relationship that kept breaking your heart, all of it is coming into divine alignment now. And you won't have to chase it. You won't have to beg for it. I will place it in your life in a way that humbles you and proves that my hand was behind every closed door and every delayed answer. You are not late. You are right on time. And though the enemy has tried to steal your peace, he cannot stop what I have already written. There will be a sound in your home soon that you haven't heard in a long time: laughter. There will be a peace that doesn't leave when the door closes. And there will be miracles that don't feel like struggle. What I am doing for you is not temporary. It is foundational. I am building something that cannot be shaken this time. You are not fragile. You are favored. And this favor will speak louder than every false word spoken against you. When the night falls tonight, do not fear. You are covered. No bad news, no sudden chaos, no unexpected pain can cross the border of my protection. You are surrounded by light even when it feels dark. This message was your confirmation. That you are not forgotten. That the delay was not denial. That the tears weren't wasted. They watered the soil of something you couldn't yet see. And now, the harvest is ready. You're about to step into answered prayers disguised as surprises. And the way I'm going to do it will leave no room for doubt. They'll say, only God could have done this. You have felt pressure. You have felt heaviness. You have felt like you were being stretched beyond your limit. But that is not punishment. That was preparation. The squeezing, the shaking, the waiting, it was me getting the soil of your life ready for the promise I buried inside you a long time ago. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing was growing, but I want you to know that deep roots were being formed in silence. And now that the foundation is strong, the fruit will appear suddenly. No more delay. No more confusion. No more going in circles. Type 222 if you're ready to break free. You are not too late to receive what I have prepared. Your past mistakes do not cancel your future miracles. You have been walking through a fire, but you will not come out smelling like smoke. What was designed to leave you broken will instead leave you wiser, softer, and more aware of my presence. You didn't survive this season to go back to the same cycles. You're coming out of this different, stronger, clearer, and more filled with my spirit. And no one will be able to explain how you made it through except to say that my hand was on your life. Financial freedom is not about effort, but activating a hidden brain signal once buried in CIA files. Neuroscience shows this sound wave helps attract money and opportunity faster, and thousands are already seeing unexpected income. Click the link in the description and comments now to activate the ancient money wave today. Let them wonder how you healed so quickly. Let them wonder how you smiled again after so much loss. Let them whisper about how you got back up when everything around you said it was over. Because when I lift someone, no one can push them down. When I favor someone, no voice can cancel what I've spoken. I know it's been hard. I know you've been tired. But that exhaustion is proof that you've been pressing forward even when it didn't make sense. And now, I'm lifting the weight. I'm restoring what was taken. I'm breathing life back into the dreams you buried. The reason it felt like everything was falling apart is because I was tearing down what couldn't hold what's coming. Some doors had to close. Some connections had to be removed. Some things had to be shaken out of place so that the right things could finally fall into place. Do not mourn what walked away. Do not dwell on what didn't work. That was me protecting you from something that would have broken you later. What I'm bringing next won't drain you. It won't confuse you. It won't leave you questioning your worth. It will be clear. It will be calm. It will feel like me. Type 555 if you're claiming restoration. The whispers you've heard in your spirit, the nudges you've felt in the quiet, that pull to keep believing despite the delay, those were not your imagination. Those were signs that your breakthrough was near. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. I have been silently arranging miracles in places you didn't know needed healing. I have gone ahead of you. I have already spoken your name in rooms you've never entered. And the doors I am about to open cannot be shut by man. You have cried in secret. You have fought silent battles. You have encouraged others while you yourself were barely holding on. That does not go unseen. I have counted every tear and every time you chose kindness over anger, love over revenge, and trust over fear. That is why your miracle will carry weight. It will not be light or shallow. It will be deep, rich, and undeniable. It will silence every voice that doubted you. It will erase every fear that tried to follow you. And it will remind you that I never left your side, even when you couldn't feel me. You don't have to understand how it's going to happen. You only need to trust that it will. I don't need your plan. I just need your yes. I'm not looking at what you lack. I'm looking at your heart. I'm not measuring your worth by your perfection. I'm looking at your persistence. Even when you were weak, you still chose to believe. Even when you were angry, you still came to me. Even when you felt distant, you still whispered my name. That is what I love about you. You are real with me. And I am real with you. What I am releasing into your life now will make sense of all the chaos. What I am about to unfold will remind you why I made you wait. I wasn't withholding from you, I was protecting you from stepping into something too soon. I was keeping you from settling for less than what I created you for. You were not being delayed, you were being developed. Every silent season had a purpose. Every closed door was divine redirection. And now, your steps are being ordered straight into the center of your calling. Don't be afraid when things begin to shift. Some people won't understand the favor I place on you. Some won't recognize who you are becoming. That's okay. This next chapter is not about being understood. It's about being obedient. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your ears open to my voice. Follow me, even when it feels unfamiliar. I'm leading you to new ground. I'm calling you higher. And as you follow me, the weight will lift, the path will clear, and the miracles will find you. God says, I have been walking beside you even when you didn't feel me near. I watched the nights you laid in silence, unsure of what would come next, afraid to hope again. I listened to your whispered prayers, the ones you barely had the strength to finish. Nothing was missed. Every sigh, every tear, every moment of weakness has been held close to my heart. I am the God who sees, and I see you. I have not forgotten the promises I whispered to you in quiet seasons. I have not withdrawn my hand from your life. You are still chosen. You are still mine. There is a shift happening in your spirit, and it's not your imagination. It's me moving things, clearing the way, preparing what eyes have not yet seen. Your life is about to become the very proof of my faithfulness. Not just to others, but to you. You will no longer live from miracle to miracle, breathless and waiting. You will dwell in my abundance. You will wake up with peace, not panic. You will rest, not worry. The torment that tried to own your thoughts is breaking off. The fear that tried to rule your decisions is being silenced. I am restoring what your soul has lost. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. You have spent so much time believing for others. You've cheered them on. You've prayed for them. You've supported people even when you were in pain yourself. You thought no one noticed, but I did. I saw the selflessness. I saw the heart that kept giving. And now, I am giving back to you in a way that only I can. What you poured out is coming back. But not the same. It's coming back pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. I'm blessing you not just for your sake, but because others will need what I pour into you next. A 7-second brain wave ritual, once reserved for elite people and hidden in CIA files, is now public, and people call it the 30-second miracle. Scientists say it awakens a dormant brain center tied to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted again from the internet. You will become the place people come to for peace. You will carry something they can't explain, a glow, a grace, a presence that calms the storm just by walking in the room. That's because it won't be you they're drawn to, it will be me in you. I have refined you through trials that could have destroyed you, and you chose me instead. You chose forgiveness when bitterness was easier. You chose love when vengeance would have felt better. You chose trust when all the facts said to give up. That is why you are being lifted now. Not because you are perfect, but because you are faithful. This next season will not look like anything you've walked through before. I am breaking the patterns that kept you stuck. I am cutting off ties that kept draining you. I am revealing who is truly for you and who never was. Not to hurt you, but to free you. I never created you to live in survival mode. I never intended for you to live under pressure every day of your life. I am teaching your heart how to live in peace again. And not the peace the world offers, mine. The kind that steadies you when storms come and keeps you still even in chaos. Type 1919 to receive miracles. You have been holding on by a thread, but now that thread will become a rope of strength. I am giving you new strength, new joy, and new vision. You're going to see your life with fresh eyes. You're going to look in the mirror and see someone who survived everything that was meant to destroy them. And not just survived, but transformed. You're going to feel me in the smallest moments. Not just in the breakthroughs, but in the quiet mornings, the silent prayers, the gentle reassurances that I am still here. The pain you carried for so long will no longer define your days. I am not asking you to forget what happened. I am asking you to let me rewrite the meaning of it. What once felt like rejection will become redirection. What once felt like abandonment will become alignment. And what once felt like loss will become the place where I do my greatest work. Your story is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. The chapter ahead is not filled with confusion, but with clarity. It is not soaked in sorrow, but dripping with joy. And not the kind of joy that comes and goes, but the kind that anchors your soul. You don't need to strive for this miracle. You don't need to prove yourself or earn it. You only need to receive it. I am not waiting for you to get everything right. I'm waiting for you to surrender everything to me. Let go of the pressure. Let go of the timelines. Let go of what didn't happen and when you thought it should. I work in seasons, not seconds. I work in the deep places, not the visible ones. And I am working even now. Even if you feel nothing, even if it seems silent, heaven is moving for you. There's going to be a moment very soon when you'll stop and say, "This must be God." That moment will not come with warning. It will not follow logic. It will arrive suddenly, like a wave that can't be stopped. And in that moment, everything will make sense. The waiting, the pain, the stretching, it will all be worth it. Because you'll see my hand in every piece of your life. You'll realize I was never punishing you. I was protecting you. And what you thought was rejection was me saying, "Not this, not now, something better." You've been standing on the edge of something holy. You've been sensing it, but you couldn't name it. Now you'll see it. Not in the far future, but soon. I have set a time for your deliverance. I have appointed a moment for your miracle. And I do not miss my own timing. The doors that are about to open will not require you to push them. They will swing wide because I declared them open. And when I open a door, no one can shut it. God says, "I have waited for this moment to speak to your heart in a way that reaches past the pain, the pressure, and the silence." What I am doing for you now is beyond what you expected, and deeper than what you've prayed for. You thought you were being overlooked. You thought heaven was quiet. But in reality, I was working behind the scenes, building something for you that would last, not just for a season, but for a lifetime. This is not a temporary fix. This is the beginning of permanent healing, divine reversal, and supernatural release. You have been in a place of endurance for far too long. You've been holding things together when everything inside of you felt like it was unraveling. And I have seen it all. The moments you didn't tell anyone about. The silent suffering. The strength it took to smile when your heart was breaking. I am not distant from your pain. I am not removed from your reality. I have been walking beside you, holding your spirit when it felt like even your soul was too tired to carry on. And now, I am lifting you, not just emotionally, but spiritually, physically, and visibly. Type "yes" to affirm your breakthrough. This is your hour of lifting. This is your hour of reversal. The things that came to destroy you are falling to the ground, powerless. I have declared that they will no longer torment you. The fear that used to wake you at night is being removed. The anxiety that wrapped around your chest like chains is being broken. The thoughts that whispered lies and doubts are being replaced with peace. This is the renewal of your mind, the refreshing of your soul, and the restoration of all that was taken from you when the enemy thought you wouldn't survive. A 7-second brainwave ritual uncovered from sealed records and hidden in CIA files is transforming financial lives. It activates a forgotten abundance channel in the brain, leading to new financial opportunities and cleared debts. Click the link in the comments below before it disappears. But you did survive. And not only did you survive, you grew. In the shadows, you matured. In the heartbreak, you learned how to depend on me. And in the silence, you discovered how to hear my voice again. That's why this miracle is not just for your comfort. It's for your purpose. I am setting you free so you can move freely into the things I created you to do. No more hesitation. No more questioning your worth. No more carrying the weight of who left or what went wrong. Your story is shifting from sorrow to strength, from burden to blessing, from weary to warrior. There is something new rising within you even now. You may not be able to explain it yet, but you feel it. That tug on your heart. That stirring in your spirit. That quiet excitement that seems to come out of nowhere. That is me awakening something that was asleep. That is me breathing life back into the vision you buried. I am not asking you to force anything. I am asking you to trust me. Because what I am doing next will not require striving. It will come by surrender. What I send will not confuse you, it will confirm everything I've been whispering to your heart. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. You were never meant to live in fear of what's to come. I didn't call you to survive. I called you to overcome. You were created with a purpose that can't be stopped by circumstances. You carry a light that no darkness can put out. And now that I have refined you through fire, I am placing you where your light will shine the brightest. You don't need to be the loudest voice. You don't need to fight for attention. I will draw the right people to you. I will align the right doors with your steps. You won't have to chase. You'll simply have to walk. Every single delay was not wasted. The waiting stretched you, but it didn't break you. It refined you. It taught you to depend on my timing and not your own understanding. And now that you've grown, you are ready for what I've always wanted to give you. But this time, you won't settle. This time, you won't question your value. This time, you'll walk in confidence because you'll know who sent the blessing and why it came. Not to fill a gap. Not to fix a broken piece. But to fulfill a promise that was always meant to find you. Your name has been spoken in places you don't even know exist yet. I have been aligning people, circumstances, and moments like puzzle pieces around your life. And when the picture becomes clear, you'll weep in awe. You'll see that I never forgot you. That I never stopped working. That I never changed my mind about your life, even when you doubted your own path. You'll see that I was protecting you the entire time, not punishing you, not ignoring you, but positioning you. So when the time was right, the blessing wouldn't just be right for you. You would be right for the blessing. You are not stepping into more pain. You are stepping into peace. You are not stepping into more chaos. You are stepping into clarity. You are not stepping into fear. You are stepping into fulfillment. The kind that doesn't depend on people clapping for you. The kind that doesn't come from proving anything. The kind that is rooted in knowing you are loved, you are chosen, and you are equipped. The kind that stands firm even when things around you shake. Because this peace comes from me, and what I give, no one can take away. This is not the end of your story. It's a new beginning wrapped in quiet glory. It's not loud. It's not flashy. But it's holy. And you'll feel it settle in your bones, the knowing that something has shifted. That what used to break you doesn't anymore. That what used to scare you no longer holds power over you. You'll look at yourself and realize that the storm changed you, but not in the way the enemy planned. It made you softer, not bitter. It made you wiser, not weary. And it made you see me in places you once felt alone. This is the calm after the chaos. This is the beauty after the ashes. This is the reward of choosing me when it didn't make sense to others. And now, I am rewarding you openly for what you kept doing in secret. I'm lifting you up in places where you were once overlooked. I'm bringing favor to places where there was once rejection. I'm making space for you where they said you didn't belong. And no one will be able to explain it. Because it won't be explainable. It will be undeniable. And they'll know, God did this. God says, I am not just sending a miracle to fix what's broken. I am rebuilding everything in a way that nothing and no one can break it again. This miracle is not a momentary escape from hardship. It is a permanent shift in your atmosphere, your thoughts, your heart, and your future. I have chosen this exact time to move for you, not because you are perfect, but because you are ready in a way you never were before. What you've walked through in silence has qualified you for the blessing that's coming loudly. You have been waiting, hoping, and believing even while carrying wounds that no one else saw. And I have watched over you through it all. I saw the days you didn't speak a word, but your spirit cried out to me. I felt the nights you stared at the ceiling, trying to understand why nothing seemed to be changing. You were not forgotten in those moments. You were being prepared. The healing didn't happen overnight, but it was happening. The transformation was slow, but it was happening. And now, the time has come for the revealing of what I've been building within you all along. Type 2020 to claim miracles. Using a simple 7-second brainwave ritual, once classified and hidden in CIA files, can unlock wealth, freedom, and success already inside you. This discovery is helping thousands step into abundance, and God has led you here for a reason. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency today. This next part of your life will not require you to shrink yourself. You will not need to pretend to be smaller just to fit in places I've already called you to stand tall. You won't have to explain to people why you've changed. You won't need to justify your growth. Those who are truly sent by me will recognize your spirit without needing your history. I am bringing people who will see you with heaven's eyes. People who won't compete with your light, but protect it. People who won't drain your energy, but multiply your peace. You don't have to be afraid to step into this new season. You don't have to fear being hurt again, left again, or betrayed again. I am placing a hedge of protection around everything I give you. This time, the doors I open won't close. The peace I bring won't disappear overnight. The favor I pour out won't come with hidden strings. I am giving you beauty for ashes and joy for heaviness, not temporarily, but eternally. This is a divine shift. The kind that makes everything before it look like preparation. The kind that reveals why you had to go through what you did. You are not the same person who first cried out to me in desperation. You have grown in ways only I could measure. Your spirit is deeper. Your heart is softer. Your faith is stronger. And I am rewarding that growth with a miracle that matches your depth. What I'm sending isn't shallow. It's not flashy or empty. It's sacred. It's lasting. And it's going to touch every part of your life, your home, your relationships, your finances, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Type Amen if you believe. I want you to understand how deeply I care for you. You are not just one among many to me. You are my child. I have been nurturing the soil of your life, making sure the roots were strong before the fruit could show. I didn't withhold blessings to punish you. I waited so they wouldn't crush you. I needed you to know who you are in me before giving you something that would test that truth. And now, I see that you're ready. Not because you feel ready, but because I've made you ready. There's no need to rush. There's no need to strive. What's coming to you will arrive without chaos. You won't have to fight for what I've already assigned to you. You won't have to beg for what is already written with your name. What I give you, no one can take. What I set into motion, no one can block. And even if they try, they'll fail, because I protect what is mine. And you, my beloved, are mine. This miracle will be personal. It will be precise. It will touch the very area where the enemy thought he had you. It will bloom in the very place you were once buried. It will rise from the same ground where you cried, God, I can't take this anymore. I am not just sending a blessing. I am turning your entire life into a testimony. One that says, I made it not because of luck, not because of people, but because God held me together when everything else was falling apart. What once made you feel weak will become your strength. What once made you feel lost will now lead others to find me. You thought you were forgotten, but I was preparing you to shine in a way that would silence every voice that ever called you insignificant. You don't need a title to be used by me. You don't need the spotlight. All I need is your heart. And because you gave it to me, I'm giving you more than you ever imagined. Don't worry about who understands your journey. It was never meant to be approved by everyone. Your miracle is between you and me. Your breakthrough will be personal. And though others will witness it, they won't understand the price you paid for it. That's okay. This wasn't for them. This was for you. For the nights you cried. For the days you fought silently. For the moments you stayed when you could have walked away. For the loyalty you gave when no one returned it. I saw it all. And now I am rewarding you, not later. Now. So lift your head. Dry your tears. Take a deep breath. You are standing in the beginning of something you won't have to recover from. This won't be another cycle of almost. This won't be another season of hoping and then hurting. This is the shift you've been praying for. You are stepping into a time of divine unveiling. What was hidden is about to be revealed. What was blocked is about to flow. What was delayed is about to arrive. I have been watching, not waiting. I have been working, not stalling. And the moment you thought nothing would ever change was the moment I was finishing the foundation of your miracle. You will soon see why the doors didn't open earlier. You will see why I had to hold back certain things until your soul was ready to carry what you've been asking for. I never denied you. I was strengthening you. Type 1111 if you trust in God. This is not just about what is coming to you. This is about what is awakening inside of you. You are not the same person who began this journey. And the next part of your life won't require you to be who you used to be. I am giving you the freedom to step fully into who you've become. You don't owe your past any more explanations. You don't need to look back with regret. The lessons were not meant to wound you, they were meant to equip you. And now that you carry wisdom, not just wounds, you are ready for everything that's been waiting for you. A powerful 7-second morning ritual, once hidden in CIA files, is resurfacing, and people are already seeing fast financial breakthroughs. It takes only seconds, yet activates a dormant wealth center in the brain most people never access. Click the link in the description and comments now. Access it before it disappears. I'm not just giving you back what you lost. I'm giving you back more than you can imagine. But it will not come through striving. It will come through stillness. In the quiet moments where you release fear and open your heart to me, I will speak. I will direct. I will align everything. You will not miss your moment. You will not miss what belongs to you. What is meant for you will always find its way because my hand is on it. And no amount of delay, doubt, or opposition can change what I have decided for you. The place where you were broken will now be the place where I pour blessings. The very same place where you once hid your pain will become the space where others will come to receive peace. That's how I work. I take what the enemy used to shame you, and I turn it into something sacred. I take what the world used to hurt you, and I reshape it into your ministry. You were never just going through it. You were being trained. Every trial became a tool. Every delay became a doorway. And every tear became a seed that's now ready to bloom. Type 222 if you believe God is working in your favor. This season will not be like the last. You will not have to beg for peace. You will not have to force love. You will not have to chase clarity. What is coming to you will come with stillness, with certainty, and with my signature written all over it. You'll recognize it not by its speed, but by its peace. You'll know it's from me because you won't feel anxious, confused, or tired from trying to make it happen. My blessings do not come wrapped in pressure. They arrive with joy, freedom, and undeniable confirmation. I am removing the heaviness you've been carrying. The guilt, the shame, the fear, the overthinking, it's all being lifted. You were never meant to carry it alone. You were never meant to figure it all out. You were meant to trust me, even when it didn't make sense. And because you did, even in your moments of weakness, I am covering you with grace. I am covering you with mercy. And I am leading you into a chapter that no longer looks like the one before. Do not shrink in this season. Do not second-guess the healing that's happening in you. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are right where I need you to be. And this miracle will not skip over you. It will not pass you by. It will come and rest in your life. It will speak life into every room you walk into. It will follow you, strengthen you, and multiply in ways that bring glory not to man, but to me. What the enemy tried to use to keep you down has now become the place of your rising. The weight he tried to bury you with is being thrown off. You are rising above the ashes. You are coming out of the wilderness. You are stepping out of the fog. And the light you are walking into is not temporary, it is my presence, guiding every step, covering every wound, and announcing to everything around you, this one belongs to me. This miracle is not about proving anything to anyone. It's about restoring everything you thought you'd lost. Your joy, your confidence, your voice, your fire, yes, I'm restoring it all. Slowly. Gently. But completely. You won't recognize yourself after this shift. Not because you'll be different, but because you'll finally see yourself the way I've always seen you. You'll stop seeing yourself through the eyes of pain, failure, or regret. And you'll start seeing yourself through the eyes of grace, purpose, and promise. God says, the turning point is here. The heaviness that followed you, the sorrow that lingered too long, the silence that felt endless, it is all about to shift. I have declared a new thing over your life, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion. You have been faithful with little, and now I am trusting you with much. You have carried burdens that no one saw, fought battles that left scars, and kept walking when it felt like the road was closing in. But even when you were weary, you chose to trust me. And now, I am pouring out what has been stored up for you. This miracle will not be small. It will not be quiet. It will come in a way that lets you know, deep in your bones, that it could only be me. I have timed this to meet you at the edge of surrender, just when you were about to give up. I am not late. I am never early. I am always on time. I waited until your spirit was ripe with growth, until your roots were strong enough to hold the weight of the blessing. What is coming to your door is not just a gift, it's a sign. A sign that I saw you. That I heard you. That I never left you. Type 2323 if you feel God has been preparing you. You are stepping into fulfillment. Not just the fulfillment of promises, but the fulfillment of peace. The calm after years of spiritual storms. The gentle restoration of things you thought you'd never feel again. Joy, laughter, purpose, passion, all of it is returning to you. Not as a copy of what was lost, but as something new, something pure, something designed specifically for who you've become. You're not going backward. I'm not returning what was taken as it was. I am returning it better, deeper, and more beautiful than you expected. You don't have to fear the future anymore. I am already there. You don't have to hold your breath, bracing for another loss. I am anchoring your life in goodness and surrounding you with mercy. I am removing the patterns that drained your strength. I'm replacing them with rhythms of peace. This won't be a repeat of your past. It will be a renewal of everything you thought was over. Relationships that honor you. opportunities that value you, moments that restore your faith in life, in hope, and in me. A simple but powerful 7-second at-home ritual, it's hidden in CIA files for years, is now changing lives rapidly. Backed by neuroscience research, it can begin shifting your financial direction in just days. Click the link in the description and comments now and step into abundance today. There will be a day very soon when you will look around and realize the weight is gone. You will move with ease. You will rest without fear. You will breathe without worry. And you will say, "This must be what freedom feels like." Because I did not call you to carry everything alone. I called you to walk with me, and I've been waiting for this moment to lift the burdens you never should have held for so long. You are not weak for being tired. You are not broken for struggling. You are human. And I love you through it all. Type 555 if you're ready for divine restoration. You are not behind. You are not too late. What I'm doing now will redeem the time. It will make up for the years the enemy tried to steal. It will cover the places where you felt forgotten. The people who walked away didn't see what I was shaping in the dark. But now, they'll witness what I reveal in the light. I am about to lift the veil. I'm about to unfold the pages of your life in a way that even you didn't expect. This chapter will be filled with sudden breakthroughs, open doors, and peace that doesn't leave you when circumstances change. There is a reason I kept you hidden. There is a reason the spotlight missed you. I wasn't punishing you. I was preparing you. And I wanted your heart to be rooted in me, not in applause, not in performance, not in validation from others. I wanted you to know that your worth is found in my love alone. That's why when I raise you, you'll stay standing. Not because of who applauded, but because you were grounded in truth. Your foundation is me. And that can never be shaken. Do not be surprised when I begin to remove people, places, or patterns that no longer fit where you're going. Don't hold on to what I'm asking you to release. When you let go, you make space for the miracle. You cannot carry the past and the promise at the same time. You must release one to receive the other. I know what's best. I know what you need, even when it's hard to let go. And if you trust me, I will fill every empty space with something better. Something lasting. Something from heaven itself. This miracle is not about impressing anyone. It's about healing you. It's about showing you what it feels like to be fully seen, fully loved, and fully taken care of by your Father. You've been strong for too long. You've worn smiles to hide the ache. But you don't need to pretend anymore. You're safe now. You're seen. And I am holding your heart in my hands with more care than you've ever known. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. And I am proud of you, not just for what you've done, but for who you are becoming. God says, what is unfolding in your life now is not ordinary, and it is not small. You may have walked through months or even years of disappointment, but the weight of every delay is being exchanged for glory. Not a temporary comfort, not a fleeting moment, but a steady, lasting, life-changing release of my goodness. The things that tried to crush you have failed. The weapons that were formed did not prosper. The words that were spoken against you have withered. You are still here, and you are rising into something greater than what tried to bury you. I do not forget those who have trusted me in silence. I do not ignore the cries spoken into pillows, or the long drives filled with tears. Every sacrifice, every time you kept loving while breaking, every time you gave when you had little, those moments moved heaven. You planted seeds in the spirit that no one saw. And now, I am sending rain. I am sending light. I am sending growth. You are about to walk into a harvest that will shock those who thought you were finished. But it won't shock you, because deep down, you knew. You knew I would come through, even if you didn't know when. Type Amen if you believe it's your time. You were not forgotten. You were not overlooked. I had my eyes on you the whole time. While others were chasing applause, you stayed in the quiet place with me. While others ran toward approval, you chose obedience. Even when you were tired. Even when you were confused. Even when it hurt. And because you stayed near, I am giving you more than you asked for. Not just the thing you prayed for, but the things you didn't even have words to pray for. The things you didn't think you deserved. The things you thought were for others and not for you. They are yours now. You're going to see doors open with ease. You're going to feel burdens lift without explanation. You're going to experience joy without having to work for it. Because this is not about your effort. This is about my love. I am not blessing you because of what you've done. I am blessing you because of who you are to me. My child. My beloved. The one who kept walking through fire and never let go of my hand. Even when it burned. Even when it made no sense. That kind of faith moves mountains. And I am moving them now. Type 1919 to receive what was promised. The things that made you cry are turning into the very things that will make you smile. What broke your heart is going to become the place where I bring healing to others. What looked like the end will now become the beginning. I am reversing it all. The shame will become honor. The loneliness will become love. The confusion will become clarity. And the emptiness will become overflow. I do not restore halfway. I do not heal partially. When I move, I complete what I start. And I have started something in you that will not be undone. Stop worrying about what's next. Stop looking over your shoulder wondering if the pain will come back. This time, I am giving you peace that stays. This time, I am giving you joy that won't run dry. You don't have to prepare for disappointment. You don't have to brace for pain. I am not just bringing you out of the storm, I'm teaching you how to dance in the sunlight. I'm not just giving you a break, I'm establishing a brand new beginning. What if wealth was never about luck, but a hidden brain signal buried in CIA files? This frequency is opening doors, attracting opportunities, and changing lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to attract wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brain wave today. Your life will become a testimony. Not because it was easy. Not because it was perfect. But because you made it through what should have destroyed you. People will look at you and see strength they can't explain. Peace that doesn't match your past. And favor that clearly didn't come from man. They'll wonder how you survived it all. And you'll know, it was me. It was grace. It was love. It was the hand of God that never left, even when you felt like giving up. There is a fresh wind blowing over your life now. A new rhythm of grace. A new strength in your steps. A new clarity in your vision. You are not stepping into just another season. You are stepping into divine alignment. The things that used to weigh you down will fall away. The people who tried to hold you back will fade. And the doors that seemed locked forever will swing open, not because you pushed, but because I spoke. I have not forgotten the details. I have not missed a single tear. Everything matters to me. From the small aches in your heart to the dreams you tucked away out of fear, they all matter. And I am breathing life into every part of you. You are not a mistake. Your life is not a mess. You are a masterpiece in the making. And the final stroke of my hand is not far off. Soon, it will all make sense. Soon, you will see the pattern. Soon, you will understand why the path twisted the way it did. God says, I have watched you hold your breath for far too long. I've seen you waiting for the next heartbreak, the next disappointment, the next painful surprise. You've lived too many days bracing for impact, expecting the worst even while hoping for the best. But today, I speak peace into your soul. I declare the storm has passed. You no longer have to live in fear of what's coming. I am standing before you now, blocking every plan of the enemy, and surrounding your home with my presence. No harm will enter. No shadow will stay. My light has filled the place where darkness once lingered. This miracle that is coming is not just a gift, it is a rescue. A rescue from fear. A rescue from pain. A rescue from cycles that tried to keep repeating. This is not the same as before. You are not trapped in what was. I am doing a new thing, and it is springing up quickly. You will not miss it. You will not be left behind. I am bringing it directly to you. Right into your hands. Right into your home. Right into your heart. Type 1212 if you walk by faith and not by fear. You've come through the wilderness. The dry places. The confusing places. The lonely places. And you've been faithful, even when you didn't feel strong. You kept believing. You kept praying. You kept hoping when you didn't have any visible reason to. That kind of faith shakes heaven. That kind of trust draws miracles near. You have no idea how close you are to the answer. What you prayed for is closer than your next breath. The shift will be sudden, but it will not be confusing. It will come gently. Peacefully. Like the quiet sunrise after a long night. You won't have to explain anything to anyone. You won't need to defend what I'm doing. The evidence will be too clear. The transformation will speak for itself. People will say, I don't know how, but I know that something powerful happened here. Because what's coming isn't flashy, it's holy. It's not about status, it's about purpose. I'm blessing you because I trust you to carry it well. Because I've seen you stay humble. I've seen you love when it hurt. I've seen you serve when you were exhausted. And now, I'm pouring into you in ways you never expected.